Hello, ladies and tubers, and welcome to this edition of Take the Fear.
Out the gear.
With me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
Today we are in the famous Sound Attack drum store. Look at it, it's beautiful. And you're not going to believe who's to my right, actually stage left. It's the one and only Peter Lewis from Sound Attack. Yeah!
Hello, mate. How are you?
It's good to
seeing you here. I didn't know you was here.
I didn't know I was here. I didn't know you was going to be here.
Oh, mate, bless your old heart.
Listen, these people, they love you, and I love you, man. I love you a bit. You've been so good to me. You're an awesome bloke. And listen, these people, they love you, and I love you, man. I love you a bit. You've been so good to me. You're an awesome bloke. And every drummer in Essex knows you, and further than that. So you just little say hello to the people and tell them how much you love them, dude. You have the camera.
I'll get there, can't
You
I?
have the camera.
I'll get.
Take it, sure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sound Attack. And as you know, I'm Pete Lewis, and I opened this establishment up back in 1993. And as you can see, the phone's going already. We're a busy store. Opened up in 93, a little shop in Harwich Road. And me and a keyboard player mate of mine at the time, Robbie. Remember Robbie Hazelton?
Yeah, Rob, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, I was just coming round.
That's all right.
I was having a look.
Oh, you're that side now.
Yeah, that's all right.
I saw you going over a bar.
That was Cowdrey Avenue.
That was
that was
Harwich Road. Yeah. So we were there for about 3 or 4 years, and then we moved to where did we go to? There was Cowdrey then, and we was in A7 and A8 where Trevor Durrant was.
That's right. Yeah.
So Trev was just down the alley a bit from us, and we opened up with one unit there. Then we got the unit next door.
That was massive. That second unit, wasn't it?
The one that we had when that shut down in 7 and 8, we opened up number 3, which was outside in the car park, which was about 5,000 square feet.
Yes,
it was a huge shop.
Huge place.
And then, of course, we had the Great Fire with Cowdrey, where so many businesses were destroyed, which was tragic.
I was walking my dog that night, and I remember thinking someone's having a barbecue. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Did not go, did it?
Was there someone with a cigarette in it or something?
I think they just put it out. But so that was that. Then we moved into the arches of that bit, which was down the far end, and we were there for a good few years. That was only supposed to be temporary, and then we took this unit on about 3 years ago now.
This is kind of like the best of both worlds. It's not massive, it's not small, but you've got your internet business today, haven't you? So you don't need so much ground space these days.
You don't, no, because we do so much.
No storage, obviously.
Oh yeah. But then again, I think we're addressing that now, looking into the future, because the way the shop is now, it is quite busy with the internet. As you can see, even today, there's loads of boxes everywhere. So we are looking at another warehouse and using that as a kind of distribution unit, having the office over there, and then running this really just as like a proper old-fashioned drum shop, really.
Because there isn't anywhere, as far as I know, and probably not. Well, maybe London. I don't know if Foots's is still going.
You know, Foot's shut down. They're in Golden Square in the West End.
We had to travel all the way to Foots's, didn't we?
Yeah. But I mean, back in the day in Colchester, and you know what? When I first came to Colchester, there was 9 music shops.
There was a lot, wasn't there? Because you had, what was the name of that?
You had
drum shop that opened up down on St John's Road.
No, I weren't in Colchester when that opened up.
That was.
But then you had Bry's Drum Pad. Do you remember up Mersey Road?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You used to do loads of Timer stuff in there, and it was just up the road from Axe Music.
Well, we had more music, didn't we? John the Con.
That's right. Yeah.
John the Con. There was John the Con. Sorry, John, if you're watching. John. I mean, it was all second-hand bits we support, like
smoke machines. You could get there, dry ice machines.
You could even get
anything.
You could even get infrared lights that blinded your children at discos. Probably won't mention that because it might get done reliable.
No, it was good old days, really. I mean, obviously, you still got Mans in the town centre.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, I know you are, mate. And also,
so
Lou Moody's still
we got Music Warehouse. Lou's done well. He's managed to hold out. Poor Alan.
Axe Music.
Yeah, was it Alan? Is that his name, Alan?
Yeah.
Bless his heart. He's a lovely bloke.
Yeah. Alan Gray.
That's gone now. I don't know if something studio, the 3-storey building still there. Yeah, stage 1.
That's right, stage 1.
Yeah, that one.
Melbourne. Yeah.
So what we're saying, Tubes, is pretty much only one drum store left. I can't speak.
Do you know
I'm looking around because there's so much gear. I'm trying to concentrate.
He loves it. Once a drummer, always a drummer.
To change the subject. The case in point is also he does some second-hand stuff, little cheeky deals.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Cheeky deals on the side, right?
Got to be done.
Little trade in here and there.
Oh yeah, do it all the time.
Add the money on before you take the money off.
The trouble is, I think with standalone drum shops now, I think now we're probably in the whole of the UK probably down to about a dozen of us left now.
Yeah.
The rest of it would be kind of large music instrument retailers.
Yeah.
So likes of PMT and Andertons and stuff like that.
I'm going to cut it there because he's got customers, see. A mate of mine, Dick, he's just come in with his travelling stripe, so he's going to have a little look at some second-hand stuff, isn't that right? What I'm going to do is I'll play some B-roll for you now, so you can look around the store. We'll let him see to a customer.
Thanks a lot, Shaw Taylor.
See, sure, Taylor, see you later, see you in a little while.
How you doing, mate? All right, yeah, not too bad.
Hey, you all right, Dean?
This is nice.
It is, Pete, isn't it? So tell me, you must have had some famous drummers in your drum clinics as well.
Yeah, we had. I mean, even today, just before you got here, drumming with Iggy Pop. He was just in and sorting out a drum kit. Yeah.
Didn't you say he was going to use this very?
Yeah, he's going for Q. Yeah, in stainless steel. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so that's a good one. So yeah, I mean, we've had lots of famous drummers come in that would just pop into the shop, pick up bits and pieces. But also we've done quite a few drum clinics over the years.
I know Jay's been to some of your drum clinics as well.
Yeah, it's just a few.
Oh, a few, yeah.
We've had Chad Smith.
Oh wow.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, awesome.
I was there for that.
Yeah, you was, weren't you?
Steve White.
Steve White, yeah. Terry Bozzio.
Oh wow.
Thomas Lang.
Missed that one.
Yeah, Girls Aloud he played with. Don Familero, he was one of the first ones we ever did. Tal Bergman, Dre Energy, Benny Greb, Greg Bissonette, good player, Jimmy Chamberlain, Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Cool.
Dennis Chambers, Chad Wackerman, he played with Frank Zappa.
Chad.
Dave Mattox, good session player, he played with everybody. Alex Acuna, he was a good percussionist and an incredible drummer.
Oh
wow. Carl Brazil, he's currently with Robbie Williams.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So all
he's
the
a bit
top
good.
people.
Yeah. Ralph Salmons, Neil Wilkinson, Carmine Apiece. He was with Vanilla Fudge back in the
day.
Yeah. And he drummed with...
Do you know that Vanilla Fudge, they didn't half pack them in, didn't they?
That was coming, didn't it?
Yeah. Billy Wald, Ronnie Vanucci from The Killers. Loads. Craig Blundell, Pete Lockett, Russ Miller, Mark Sherman from Pink's drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bass player, Pink's bass player was with him as well.
There's one you ain't mentioned yet.
Go on.
Gary Husband.
Gary Husband, you're right. Yeah, we did do Gary Husband.
And do you know why I remember Gary Husband so well?
Go on.
I don't know if you remember, but it was a very intimate session at the Oliver Twist. And Gary Husband had been touring with Level 42. Obviously, he'd been doing massive stadiums and that. And I asked him a couple of questions about what's it like to play in big stadiums, do people really need to aspire to that, or is it more fun just to have your intimacy sort of thing? And he was very labouring, he was hard work, and it was quite almost an awkward atmosphere. It was a great night, but it was an awkward atmosphere. And just out of the blue, I said, "Here, Gary," I said, "how long did it take for them to surgically remove the mole grips from Mike Lindup's bollocks?" Remember me saying that?
Yeah, I do remember.
And like a few people laughed, and he just didn't get it. He just didn't get it.
No.
Being American, like
Right.
he just didn't get it at all, and that went down like
A fart in a spacesuit.
tumbleweed across the waters, like. Anyway, I'll end you back. Sorry, he's got a few more questions.
So you've been doing these drum clinics a while then?
Long time, yeah. As I say, I think the very first clinic we did was, I think, Tal Bergman. who's now, I'm trying to think who he was playing with at the time, but yeah, I mean, yeah, great player. As a fact, funny thing about Tal Bergman was, with a name like Bergman, I don't know, I just assumed he was sort of Swedish or sort of like Norwegian.
Birdie.
Birdman. And again, Rob was out doing the posters for it, and there used to be a thing back on the old computers were called, I think it was Coral Draw or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I said, see if you can get like a cartoon of like Mickey Mouse, and we can sort of say like, you know, Tal Bergman, no Mickey Mouse drummer. And he's put it out there, but all of a sudden the thing froze, and the only picture that was on there was Yasser Arafat. So me being me went, I'll run with it, just sort of say, Yasser Arafat has never played with, it was Billy Idol, he's Billy Idol's drummer.
Right.
And I said, Yasser Arafat has never played with Billy Idol, but Tal Bergman has, come and see him at the Oliver Twist, you know. We ran with it, all these posters. Anyway, he gets there and he sees these posters, he said, do you mind if I gather up all these posters and take them home with me? So I went, no, why do you want to do that? He said, did you not know? He said, I'm Jewish. He said, I'm going to Israel tomorrow. He said, I'm going to show me family. He said, this one's So yeah,
Great days.
Story.
Good fun.
Remember that, Tal?
There's always an anecdote. No, wasn't there? Isn't there?
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing drums for then, Pete?
I got my first drum kit when I was 6 years old.
Blimey.
Yeah, and I've just finished paying for it.
Did your mum and dad let you play it?
Well, I tell you, my mum and dad had a pub, and
right.
that's really how I got into sort of music, really.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad's no longer with us anymore. Mum's still is. She's 91 now.
Is she, bless her?
Yeah.
Good grief.
And they got me my first drum kit when I was 6 years old. And I think my dad, he used to have the ball in Hornchurch, which is now the Fatlin and Firkin.
Yeah, I know the flat.
Yeah, they still have bands in there to this day, but back then I'm going like 1962, 1963, it was one of the first clubs in Essex to have live bands.
Sort of Romford and then left
That's
a bit
right.
just further up on the right hand side.
Got it.
Flack in a
Got it.
Firkin. No, well.
So, and he had some famous,
So you lived there?
we lived above it.
Wow, B.
So like I could listen to all these bands up in my bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, I mean, you had like, you know, Sandy Shaw would play in there, Kiki D played in there, who else was in there? Georgie Fame and the Blue Flames, quite a lot of, you know, top bands, and then we had a lot of local bands as well. So that's what I used to do. It's like, look, as a kid, listen and watch these drummers. And,
That's ideal, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
supposed to be,
yeah.
isn't it?
It is really.
Yeah, it's a good education, isn't it? To be in there.
yeah, and then like I joined my first band when I was 14.
What is your favourite moment being behind this door in this shop? Actually, or any of the drum shops you've had, because you've had 4 or 5.
I've had loads. I've had moments where.
What's the most memorable? Come on, the most memorable thing. Come on, not. Don't draw comparisons. Just one moment in time that you can think that was unbelievable.
Well, I have to say, look, there's been loads of things that.
I mean,
like,
give us a stick smush. I know this one. That was hilarious.
Mate, that was a classic. There's some really funny things like
Yeah,
that, you know.
yeah.
I remember relaying that story to you where we had this
Yeah.
digital drum kit,
Yeah.
and like this guy come and he was over enthusiastic, and I was trying my damnedest to demonstrate this kit. And so I said, right, put this sound in, like, you know, and they've got these little play along tracks, and that you click, and it go like 1, 2. I said, and then you play along with it. And I'm playing away. I've only got 2 bars into it. He's, Mush, you can't give me the bloody sticks, Mush. He said, I know it, get off the spool. And everything I put into it, he said, Mush, give us the sticks. Bloody hilarious. I've had moments like that where I've laughed my socks off. I've had moments when I've just been reduced to tears, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we recently lost a good old mate of mine, Simon Dove. He was the player with the ELO tribute band.
Oh, right, yeah.
Simon was a good customer of ours for years.
Yeah.
And,
No, I knew him.
yeah, lovely guy.
Didn't know he died.
And, it's sad, you know. I mean, I suppose we're all getting to that age, but I mean, the big C got him, bless him, and he went so quick, and that was sad. Another moment, which was like a happy, sad moment, was again a good regular customer of ours. His son's now a customer of ours. They're both drummers. And he was looking at a drum kit. It was quite an expensive drum kit at the time. And as he walks out of the shop, his missus said, I'll pay you for that drum kit. He said, but don't tell him, because that's going to be his Christmas present. He said, and when he comes in, I'll bring him in, you know, on Christmas Eve, and I'll tell him that that's his kit.
I'll have to put subtitles on that.
I know.
He spoke so quietly.
I speak very low. I don't know why. I do that. I don't know why I do it. I've had a British full time. I don't know why. Anyway.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go on.
No,
So, yeah, he's missing paper. Anyway, come Christmas Eve, bless his heart, I come in and he sort of said, I've come, you've come to pick up your Christmas present. And he went, well, what is it like? And she said, that's your drum kit. and he just broke down.
Oh,
And then seeing him cry,
Yeah.
that made me
Yeah.
because I'm a big softy at heart.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just,
So,
you
Yeah,
know,
I start crying.
them things, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what that is, that's a muso thing, isn't it?
That's it. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say, it's a musician thing. There's a lot of love for musos. It's a family.
It is
It's
a
not
family.
just drummers. It's all across the board.
And it is. I mean, like you think of like the guys that you know that you've played with over the years, and like I've played with. You know, as they're not just like you know muso friends; they're proper old mates. you know? I mean,
Definitely,
like,
yeah.
Band that I've been with, as you know, I've been with Grip and with Little Jimmy Wheeler,
Yeah.
and Billy Dyer
Yeah.
for donkey's years. I mean, it's about 1982, I think we
I
formed.
mean, we could go like 10 years without seeing each other and just pick up from where we left
Oh, yeah.
off. It's not like you have to be in each other's pockets or anything like that.
Ain't EastEnders or Coronation Street, is it? Yeah, we'll pick up the story.
No. Talking of EastEnders, are you from the East End, Dick, or not?
Bethnal Green.
Bethnal Green. Where was you? You was Romford boy.
Ilford. I was born in
Ilford.
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 Yeah, I was born in Ilford.
Dave Plummer, superb drummer.
Yes,
That's where he
yeah,
was born.
that's right,
Ilford.
yeah.
My
I was-
favourite drummer of all time, actually.
I was born on probation.
I was,
Here we go, Pete.
Go on.
Now we're going to get the big man in, Mr. J. Baggers. And he's going to say how you first met.
Oh, look out.
Yeah, you know.
So on coming in the store, Pete just said something to me that I'd forgotten about, and I thought I'd known you for longer than that. You're the sort of person I seem to, if I said to someone, they said to me, how long have you known Pete? I'd go, oh blimey, I've known him since I was a kid, but I haven't. And you just reminded me as we come in the door about the first time I met you, and that would have been 1991.
Was you sure it's 91? Because I thought it was before then, you know.
No,
But
it
when
wasn't
you say
before. It was
91.
only joined Blade Chain in life. But we was doing. I was in a band with Simon, and we were called Blade Chain in the 90s, 91, 92, 93, 94, and I remember Pete had a shop in Harridge Road. It was quite a small little shop. And you're going to remember this.
Go on.
And I've gone walked in there real cocky because we were like right on the verge of being signed. We had Dave Gladden doing all our sort of PR for us and that, and he'd do our sound live and whatnot. And he made Nick Kershaw's guitars, in case you wonder who Dave Gladden is. So I've come walking in with the band, and there's me and Simon. I was going up to Pete and I said, all right, mate. I said, I'm in a band called Blade Chain. You might have heard of us, mate. We're going to be big. Do you good if you give me a load of your symbols and stuff, and we'll advertise where we got them from. And your answer was,
Fuck off.
he said to me, if I had £1 for everyone who tried that.
You know, doing the job as long as I have, I mean, you can imagine we've sort of seen lots of drummers that have sort of come, gone, there's drummers that have made it, drummers that haven't made it. And the drummers that are, you know, are still customers that are out there that after donkey's years are still out there treading the balls and doing the gig, you know.
But Chrissy Lee still
Chrissy Lee's still there,
She's
bless
still
her
doing
heart. I
it,
mean,
isn't she?
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, what a great drummer she is.
She's fantastic.
Absolutely incredible,
Yeah.
mate, I tell you. But I mean, I had one lad, I think he was a regular customer of ours, he joined the Editors, and they're still riding high and doing really well. The other guy, he came in when he was a little lad with his mum, was Charlie out of Busted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, come with his mum, he's only a young fella, and yeah, we got him his first little drum kit. And then when they were busted, he come in and bought an Orange County kit from us because we were doing
Yeah, because he could afford it then.
Yeah.
But although he was in Busted, he didn't come in and say, we're massive, do you want to endorse us?
No, he didn't. No. We still get that.
We do.
We get a lot of people go like, you know, where's the best place to get a drum endorsement from?
Yeah.
But then again, you know, sometimes an endorsement can be a tie because, you know, you speak to a lot of the drummers that I've mentioned before in the clinics that they're tied to, you know, a company. They can't use anything else. So if something new comes out, you know, they're kind of stuff. So.
Talking about families, like, and you got we're a big family of musicians. What about your personal family? Is this business? Are you who's gonna run this after you, mate?
Well, obviously I've got Scott, my youngest lad. He kind of joined working with me when he was still at school. He was like a Saturday lad.
Well, I've known Scott since
He was, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't know he was a drummer. because he was always like playing guitar.
Yeah.
Because I was a frustrated guitarist. I think most drummers like to have a bit of a twang. I know you like a banjo, mate.
I do like a banjo, mate. Oh, I play a banjo or a bass or a...
I mean, we are, you know, we do like to muck about with different instruments. But yeah, Scott, nice player, very good guitarist, and he was playing guitar with a school band. And then when he was a kid, he was always like, "Oh, Dad, can I go on your drum kit and whatever?" He'd always come and see us play. His music teacher phoned me and his mum up and sort of said, like, "Did you know? We want Scott to play the drums in the school band." And I went, "He don't play the drums." He went, "Well, he does."
He'd been playing at school.
And he'd been mucking about at school. And their regular drummer couldn't drum on a concert. I think they went abroad to, he'll tell you himself later on, but I think they went over to Europe to play, and he played drums with the band, and he was a good little player. So that was it. I mean, good guitarist, good drummer, but drums has been his main thing.
How could you not
Play drums in
be a drummer when your dad owns all this? Like, it's like bloody finger.
Hey there, Cairo.
Comedy ain't what it used to be.
No, it
folks.
ain't. So yeah, that was Scott. So yeah, Scott's now. I mean, he's more or less managing the place. He's practically running it, to be honest with you. His brother Mick. He's the main man. And then my lovely wife Val. She does all the books and all the paperwork, which I am not very good at.
No.
In actual fact, neither Scott or I are very good at that.
Women are good at that.
They're very good. Yeah, the serious stuff we know.
Yeah, and that is the serious stuff.
It is.
After all,
Oh yeah, without it, you wouldn't have a business at all.
No, well, you'd go under pretty quick.
Yeah.
Taxman will have you.
That's right.
So we know a song about that, don't we?
Yeah, Taxman. Yeah,
Right.
so all good.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, no one's going to want to hear us talking forever, but I'll edit this and cut it into pieces that are interesting and funny and whatnot, so that gives us about 5 seconds of footage. So what we do, if we can get Scott out and we'll do a little bit, we'll probably start with him knocking out a 4/4 on there. Maybe get him to put about 1,000 hi-hat beats in between every bar, maybe, which was your speciality. And I heard, you know what, I played...
video.
Yeah, I do, yeah, I know. I said, how much are they?
I remember that.
I said, how much are they? He said, that's a wind-up, he said.
Yeah, 60-second nights. Good old Rob.
It was so convincing I wanted to buy it.
You picture it and everything, didn't you know what the funniest thing? Inside the video box was Hector's house.
Oh, yeah.
You bought it, put it.
How fun.
Oh, mate.
How fun. Right, so how many, so we've got Zildjian, Sabian, UFIT,
Feisty,
Stag.
Bliss.
You go from literally bottom of the range to the absolute top that there is. So we can buy a cymbal in here for, say, probably 30 quid, and we can pay probably 600 to 700 quid for a ride cymbal, possibly. Is that correct? Yeah. What is? I mean, I know my cymbals are only cheap, but my hi-hats I got from you are absolutely stunning. Them UFIT
Rough series.
yeah, they're fucking amazing. They crinkle up. They record and
cut,
stuff.
don't they?
My God, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're about 300 quid, when they 250 something like that.
In actual fact, UFIT, very good value for money.
Yeah. This point is, guys, if you want to learn to play drums or whatever, remember that gear is expensive. The drums themselves are quite reasonable, all depending on what you buy. But cymbals, they are whatever you want to spend on them. They will go up and up and up. Pete, listen, it's been a tonic, man.
Bless you,
brilliant.
darling.
Brilliant. I love you.
I love you too, mate.
Love you to bits. So we'll get your boy Scott out now.
Yeah, good
the
stuff.
future king of
Thanks for
sound
doing this
attack.
for us as well, mate.
Well,
You're
hang on. Thanks for letting us in, mate. Good old Pete. man, didn't he? I was just talking to your dad. This is Scott. This is Peter's son, Scott. Can you believe it? Is he as handsome as his dad? Or was he more handsomer?
No, my dad gets all the women still.
Does he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Scott, it's lovely to see you,
Good
mate.
to see you, man. Good to see you again. Yeah.
I love you a bit, man.
Yeah, good man. Love your drumming, man. Awesome.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
No, that needs work.
Thanks for being on our show, mate.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks for having us.
We all take the fear out of the gear. We are on it, aren't we? On it,
Oh, definitely, yeah. The main man.
So I've been talking to your dad a bit, and you've been serving customers. You've been on the internet, haven't you, doing deals?
Yeah, so a lot of my time's taken up on emails, phone calls, quotes and stuff like, because we do a lot of custom drums, so it's about getting all the specs right for them.
We've got one right there. We just saw you playing it, didn't we?
Yes, so that's a Q drum code. It's built in Los Angeles, and that one's made out of stainless steel.
I love the way it's riveted together there. I'll have to get a close up.
Yeah, so the rivets basically stop the shell from ringing on, so it actually gates the drum, and then the maple reinforcing rings that Jeremy does on the drums just warm it up. So it's a lot of people go metal kits. They've built metal kits in the past. They sound pretty horrible because they're quite boingy, as it were. But these sound incredible. As you heard, like the drums sound super.
The bass drum is phenomenal, and it's not a big bass drum.
No, 22 by 14.
It's amazing. So, it sounds fat.
Yeah, it's incredible. Punches you right in the stomach, and it's literally 22 by 14.
There's a lot of famous drummers out there, guys, and they often ask how I am. You know,
They always do.
because they're very polite and kind like that.
Yeah.
Not that they know who I am at all.
Oh mate, you're a legend. Bangers,
Everyone knows bangers, don't
Yeah.
they? And everyone knows Chumley, so exactly.
That's
See, funny enough, I actually, as you know, you probably know me since I was like 13, 14.
Younger than that, man.
Yeah.
Much younger than that.
But obviously I used to make teas, coffees, dust the kits every time I was either on half term or something. But every time you'd sit and demo kits, I was just like watching oh my God.
Really?
So I was always in awe of your playing. So
Oh, goodness.
So I learned from the best. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
No, true.
I did not know that.
True.
Oh.
Honestly, every time you came in, I was like, wow.
The irony is this, when I used to come in the store and you was playing the kit, I used to sit there and go,
No.
I'd look at your dad and go, and your dad would go, straight up, man. So,
seriously, yeah.
Both ways, bro.
Yeah,
Both ways, man. Nothing but respect there. The drumming world is a strange phenomenon of the weird and the wonderful and the bizarre.
Exactly, we're all nuts, but it's
Absolutely. Hey, man, listen, I was asking your dad earlier on, right? I said if you could name one moment out of working in all these stores that you've had, I think you've had 4, 5 or 6 now, I'm not sure, including one in Romford. Cowder Avenue 2 or 3 there.
Yeah.
This one, Harwich Road, blimey. What is your most, and it's probably going to be impossible because there's been some mega funny moments in these shops. But what sticks out for you as a memorable moment? Can you think of one?
Funny or
No, funny, real funny, like
Real funny
hilarious
moment.
funny, where someone's just absolutely made a dick of themselves.
Well, it's not me and my dad.
Well, we was talking about, give us a stick smush, I know that one, as an example, remember that?
Yeah, I know
Hilarious.
that very well. The funniest moment was probably when it was very early Sound Attack. Dad had it a few years, and I was helping on a Saturday. And my dad was up, we were putting some protection racket cases. He was up putting the cases up on the top. And it was just me and Dad were in the shop, but there was it was TechMate at the side with the
Because you've always had a mezzanine, haven't you?
Yeah, always,
yeah.
it's always been a thing.
Yeah.
But out the back was TechMate, which was a separate company which Rob had.
Yes, that's
which was
right,
my dad's original business partner. They were doing like keyboards and music software. Well, what Dad didn't know was there was a couple of elderly couple that were just getting some notation software in the shop, and he was up in the shop dropping some cases down. He's like, "Oh, Scott, chuck us up this case." I was like, "No problem." And then he let rip really loud as the people were walking right past. And as soon as, without thinking or anything, Dad just went, "Thank you very much, goodbye." And I am in tears. So it was just a moment where you think,
Oh, just let rip them, but you didn't hear it.
So that was just like, oh no, what have we done? And then you've got to think yourself, are we really going to survive with things like that? And it's silly little things like that.
Well, for me, it's always been, you might come in here expecting to buy a drum key and walk out with a £300 set of hi-hats or something like that, but it's always been an event, always greeted nicely. You guys have always been like welcoming, and your drum clinics are great. You know, we've had some brilliant nights out. It's like service today in some shops. You know, it's almost like the customer is right scenario has disappeared. Without customers, there is no shop. But you guys, everybody talks very fondly about Sound Attack. And I remember your last guy, Michael, who was doing the drum clinic here. Michael, I can't think of his surname.
Mike Johnston. Yeah.
Lovely bloke. I was chatting with him all night about cameras and recording.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's went to a film.
Yeah. And I remember when he said, "Thanks for having me at Soundstage." And someone went, "It's Sound Attack." Look, and he looked up at the sign there and he went,
"That's right."
"Oh yeah, sorry."
There's still comments on the videos. Like
that was a classic.
Yeah,
that was a classic.
Brilliant.
So moving on, right? So your dad's obviously. I'll get excited to ask you some questions in a minute, but your dad's not going to run it forever. So what's the score?
Oh well, I mean, yeah. So I'm kind of taking the reins really with the shop. So all the ordering and stuff. I'm trying to like that. That's all. Sort of down to me now.
But the only reason Pete's working now is because you're sat here being interviewed, otherwise he'd be just chatting away, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's what he's good at, and he's good at that, and he's a good salesman.
That's how he built the shop up, and that's, you know, it's a real proud thing, you know, because like I say, when he first started, you know, he sold his own drum kit the day the shop opened, so it was a sign that it's obviously going to work, because the first day he opened, he sold his drum kit. It was like, and all he had was his drum kit, a second-hand kit, and a bucket of sticks. So that's how we started it back then, or how my dad started. But yeah, no, I kind of take over the whole running of the store really. But my dad's still here like all the time, you know, just doing what he does best and just chatting drums to drummers. And
of course, you've got the internet today, haven't you? And you're up to date with all that. That's the other thing. You're well up to date.
Yeah. So to a degree, we
you're even competitive in house. I mean, give you an example, Tubes. Right, my friend's just come in here with his wife. He's just bought an 8-piece Mapex kit, which is practically brand spanking new, for not a lot of money. And I mean, not a lot of money. You wouldn't get it on eBay or any other sales shop that are available for that price. I'll tell you that now. So you are competitive in store as well as online. How do you do that?
It's hard. We have to sell a lot more product now because there's no margins. So with all retailers, you see it on the news and people going like, you know, shops are shut. Mainly it's down to internet has caused price wars, so there's margins. So we're all having to match that. So as a drum store, all our prices are matched to internet prices, but they are just they literally just stick a sticker on a box, shove it out. They don't open the door, they don't check it, they don't tune it up, they don't set it up. It's like guitar shops. How many guitar shops do okay because if they're specialists, because a guitarist will walk into a shop and go, "Oh, that's the guitar I want." But the first thing you ask them to do is like, "Can you set it up for us?" Yeah. So you get all the intonation out, because if the intonation's out, you're going to be struggling.
It's not good, is it?
So it's like you need to set it up. Yeah. It's like, you know, really, it's like keeping it to like if you were to if there's young viewers watching and it's like, I don't get what, you know, I still just rather buy it on the internet. It's like if you imagine if you could have a phone shop and buy a new iPhone. And it's like the latest one, and then you go to a phone shop, they give it to you in a box, you pay the price, and then you spend ages setting it up and transferring all the information. It's like, and then it doesn't work. It's like that. You know, it's getting that same price. But imagine a phone shop saying, "Don't worry, come and sit with us. We'll set it all up for you. That's how you want it to work. You've got 1-to-1, and it doesn't cost any extra."
So personal touch.
Personal touch. So what we have to do as a store is match the prices, but still invest our time into it. But we don't not want to invest that time. That's what we've built the shop up, and I want to continue that. So we try and do it as showing it online as that personal thing. So we don't just put prices up and, you know, just buy it now. You know, we don't advertise low prices. We match the lowest price because it is killing us. But when we speak to customers, we go, "Well, how do you want the snare tuned? Do you want low, mid, high? Do you want, you know, what head do you want on it? We can change the head. You know, we do everything that they want."
But if you look after your customers, they'll always come back, won't they? That's the key, isn't it?
It's a bit like Trigger, isn't it? Look after your broom.
Yeah. 5 new animals, 6 new heads. But yeah, no, it's that. That's what we want to put across. You know, is and you know, enjoy the experience. If you're buying something, you want it to be an enjoyable experience. Here he comes.
Faulty crutch.
Oh, cheers, mate. It's a bit while since I've had a feel. Can I have a feel, mate? Raven, yes! Do require the blank. Right, I'd just like to mention one thing before we crack on. The store is actually open and you can hear the beep every now and then. That's the doors going in and out. Drums are flying out the door as we speak. Well, with your matching prices, you've got the internet.
Customer care as well, looking after people.
You do get the best price, but you also get the lovely service that we try and build it. Dad's built it up from. So all the guys here that work here will do all that. You know, if it's not me, it'll be Mick, it'll be Ashley, it'll be my dad, it'll be whoever. So.
You've had a lot of staff over the years. I can
Phil,
Glenn.
yeah, Phil Green.
Oh, blimey, yeah, Phil, Glenn, and Bruce Critchley.
Bruce Critchley.
Oh,
he did a little bit, yeah. I think
Yeah, because he made some product, didn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hey, didn't Bruce
felts.
Critchley make some felts?
Yeah,
He made
Yeah.
felt and some stick wrap.
All right, Bruce, my old mate, if you're watching,
Yeah.
he makes false teeth. That's what
He does, yeah. Really, really nice guy,
Yeah.
and good golfer now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he plays a lot of golf, and
Right.
always rubs it in when he comes in. He's like, "Oh, I've been playing this course." I'm like, "I wish I could come out." Yeah,
He's probably playing off scratch now, is he?
probably, yeah,
Dirty snide.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I happen to know from a very local source, namely your father, that you wasn't really into drums as a kid.
Well,
you fell into it at school without
Well-
your mum and dad knowing about it.
Well, sort of, but then on the slide, my mum was like, "You ain't playing drums, well, we got a drummer now." So yeah, then she didn't want two drummers, which you could understand possibly. So they're like, "Oh, why don't you play guitar?" I was like, "All right, cool." And then so I played guitar from like 5 or 6. Just like played some chords and stuff, and then got in a jazz band, and just really enjoyed it. So I was like into watching like Jules Holland's guitars, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's cool. So just do it, and it was all like.
By the way, hello Gilson.
Yeah.
Just say hello Gil.
Oh mate, yeah.
We love Gilson Lavis.
Yeah. Oh, top drummer.
I love the way Jules announces it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gilson Lavis.
Yeah.
You're a top man, Gilson. Your artwork's awesome, dude. I love
Yeah.
you. Love you, mate.
Yeah,
You're a
good
star.
artist. Yeah, artist.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
Yeah.
So you get to meet some nice people in this business, don't you? And he is a gentleman, isn't he, Gilson? I mean, he's one of your
Very
own.
nice.
isn't he?
Yeah, me and Dad met him at the Region one
Mhm.
when Jules Holland was there. We saw his band, and he switched to Sabian. Like we were talking about some Sabian cymbals, and then all of a sudden he switched.
Well, you know that jungle drugs. Sorry, you switched to who? Where did you switch?
Gilson was originally he was using.
Premier and Zildjian.
Yeah, and then we were talking drums out in the car.
What the kit sounded like.
Yeah, and Dad said, everything was cool, but your cymbal was like, he said like it just didn't cut through, and then he was like, all right, and then he said check out some Sabian, and then like literally it was about a few months, and then he switched to Sabian. It was really weird.
Jerome phoned me and he said he spoke to Jerome.
Oh, there we go, Jerome, yeah.
Now, I happened to be at Pat Gruber's recorder studio one day, and he had Gilson Lavis's jungle drum kit in there.
Oh wow.
And where they'd done so many outdoor gigs, the damn thing had faded by the sun.
Oh wow.
And the jungle work was all like fading, and I said, what's it doing here? He said, well, I don't know, it's just left here, sort of like in-house kit. I was like, I'd love it, because I've seen it on Top of the Pops, I've seen it on Jules Holland's show for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Unless he's got more than one of them, I think he might have, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But,
Was it a sparkle finish?
No, it was a jungle, it's called the jungle drum.
Yeah.
It just sort of like, kind of, it looked like Tarzan's sort of pants, you know. Like, you know what I mean? If you, for want of a better word, that's kind of what it looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, he's a great drummer.
What kind of music do you like then, Scott?
So it's really, really weird. I've been listening, when I was growing up, I was doing a lot of bands, so when we were doing original stuff, the guys in the band were influencing me what to listen to.
That was a brilliant band. Was that with Joe?
Oh, that was Lounge FM, so that was the first
that was
band.
really, that recording you guys did was awesome.
And then we moved into, then it was Neat People, which was, we were signed to Boss Music, which was Andy Ross, who signed Blur. So we were with him for a good few years. So that was a good time. And we were, at the time, it was like, it was just kind of British indie, blurry pop.
Oh, okay.
But then I was into like Ben Folds 5. I was a
good
big fan.
band. I like them.
So I was into them, and then just like Muse.
Muse rock, man.
We were just discussing about them.
Yeah, man. So original. So
yeah.
What in your band now? What are you playing now? Is it original or covers? Or
so we do both actually now. So we do an original band, Gilt Coins, which is it's like imagine the Rolling Stones meets the Strokes meets the Who.
Sounds good.
So it's just but then some people sort of say early Blur, and some people think it's like the Jam. So
well, at least there's no
bands,
Beatles
that's
in it. There's
awesome.
nothing wrong with the Beatles, but my God, have they been ripped off the Beatles? I mean, like Oasis, come on. Every song's a Beatles song.
Yeah.
I hate
Right.
Oasis.
What about the covers band then? Do you do covers band as
So
well?
again, yeah. So we to do a my wife's sister got married, and it was we sort of said like we'll knock up a cover set for the wedding, and the groom, he's like massive Strokes fan, so we did like Libertine, Strokes, I think it was a Kasabian number, and then it was like the Stones, the Who. So we made up like a quick 40-minute set, and it went down really well. And then we got gigs from that, so it's just spiralised from there. So we've just managed to keep getting like some good gigs.
That's what weddings are good for. One thing, and it's getting future work. And
Mate, I can't believe it.
Always
So
get gigs from weddings. That's about the only thing weddings are good for. I hate playing weddings, but you always get people say, "Could we have your number?" And the phone calls come in afterwards, don't they? It's crazy.
And the weird thing is, I don't know if you probably get it, but weird thing is I don't know if it's a drummers thing or just a band thing, but you'll have that night where everything goes wrong, something's not right, leads crackling, and you think, and you just want to die. You want to go home and you think, this is a nightmare.
Yeah.
You pack up, someone comes up to you and goes, that's the best I've heard you play. You're like, are you kidding me? This was the worst night. And then when you play your socks off and you think, we're cooking tonight, and you think, mate, right, this is great, we'll have a few beers tomorrow because like we're celebrating. Not one person comments how good it sounds.
Or someone will say, it's a bit loud tonight.
Yeah, or can you? It would be no, that was too loud, and you're like, so that's a weird phenomenon thing with a band, I think.
Thing is though, all that gigging stuff, it all boils down to one thing: you've got to buy your instruments, and this is why we're here, because this is like the only place, unless you go online now, and let's face it, like Scott was saying earlier on, if you buy something online, you can't really take it back if you don't like it. You can't hear it. You can come in here and you can literally hold a cymbal on your finger and tang it with a stick. You can go up and hit them on the shelves. You don't mind.
Yeah.
You can hear what they sound like. And a test I did years ago when I come in here, I bought a signature tune set, but there was not a UFIP. Oh, what's the? It sounds like a foreign country. Istanbul.
Yeah.
Right. I could not make up my mind about these two cymbals. Right. They were the pay signature tune was slightly more expensive.
Yeah.
And in the end, I said to your dad, look, I'm going to stand down here, turn me back.
That's right. Yeah.
And I want to listen. And he'd done them. I went, right, I want the second one you just hit, that one. And he said, you're the first person who ever come in here and use your ears to buy something.
Yeah, and we've used that method. Since you've done that, again, we use that method. We actually push that method onto people politely. So say, look, do you want to stand back and listen to see what you would want it to sound like at the front?
Don't look at it and just turn away.
Yeah, turn away, put your head, and then 9 times out of 10 they pick the one that they didn't think they wanted.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Mainly because that was the more expensive one, but I'm glad because I've still got it to this day.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and everybody comes up to me and says, what right symbol have you got there? All the drummers, they're all coming up and going, what symbol have you got?
Because you did the right way. Yeah. Also, the other thing is, there's two things that we do in store, which we do sort of suggest or put to people is like, if you want an extra symbol to go with your cymbals, bring your cymbals in,
absolutely,
put them on a stand, then we can then match them up, put them on a kit, and then that new cymbal is going to blend with your other cymbals.
So you can get a do, re, mi.
Yeah.
If you want that. Otherwise, sometimes you've got two cymbals there. One's a 16, one's a 17, but they're both do. One finger's on a bit longer than the other.
You want that, and similar characteristics, because there's there's a cymbal company that are so good on socials and stuff, and they're pushing the dark stuff, but if you get that dark cymbal online, that is not going to match with any zildjian A's or K's or anything like that, unless it's like an effect symbol. But 9 times out of 10 you're going to go psh psh. It's like whoa. So if you want to blend
it won't sound in context at all.
People don't think about that side of things, so it's like it's really key to come in, bring your other existing symbols, and then we can do that. Yeah.
See, the phone's going now. Scott's going to take a call. Well, Chumley, old chap, it's been rather enjoyable, hasn't it? Talking to the boys.
Been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
A real drum store where you can come in and talk to real people. That's the one, isn't it?
And now my phone's ringing. guys. Thanks, man. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thanks, Scott.
Dude,
Cheers.
no worries.
Thanks,
Thanks,
mate.
for
Thanks,
coming.
mate.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for having us,
you.
man.
Cheers.
Yeah, good to
We
see
love you guys.
It's been great, man. It's been great. I mean, it's so nice to talk to you like this because I normally come in, I'm buying something, there's customers, we shoot the shit for 5 minutes and then I've got to go home. It's always nice to see
It's
you and
nice,
speak to
yeah.
you. Have you got a drum clinic coming up?
We have indeed, haven't we?
Yes, so you're actually first to hear this because it's going to be advertised in a week's time. But we have Benny Greb.
Oh, Billy Grimm.
Yeah, so he's going to be here on Tuesday, the 29th of October.
Where?
Here? Well, no, we've actually had to get a venue because we sell so many tickets for that one.
Right.
So it's at Kinsland Church up above Aldi.
The old MFI.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly right.
On London Road,
You
Stanway.
know where it is, Tubes?
It's going to be great. There's a proper seating, there's TV screens, so we're going to see you.
Oh,
It'll be
wow.
posh, it'll be
Posh.
still be.
They'll
nice.
be able to watch it on the big screens as well.
As well, so
See double pedal
see
work,
everything, yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
When do tickets go? When do we get the tickets on sale?
Tickets, well, we'll be doing a man out to all our regular customers that are on our mailing list. So you'll get that Thursday. But the tickets are officially on sale on the 26th of August.
How much?
15.
That's cheap.
It's not bad, is
Can't
it?
get to
No.
see that kind of quality with that sort of
No,
money.
it's good value for money.
Oh,
mate.
cheers, Si.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take you along, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
okay. This is what's all about, Tubes. This is what's all about. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Scott. This is Sound Attack. And this is from me, Jason Bangers. And this edition of Take the Fear Out of Gear saying goodbye.
And for me, Mr. Chumley Warner, saying goodbye.
Thanks, guys, and thanks for doing this for
Thank
us,
you,
mate.
Scott.
I tell you,
Bless you.
bless your hearts. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Brilliant.
All the best,
Yeah.
Tubes. Take care of yourself.
Cheers, mate.
You won't see another video like this one, I'm sure.
Wicked.
So neatly edited as well.
Yeah.